Oh, that's the wrong song.
So whoopsie.
Talk about your songs, talk about John 316. Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
I've been hanging out in Normandy with my main sweet deep. I know 20,000 leagues under the sea, 40 nights and 40 days. I hung and hung on the Titanic in Hercules. This is where the power lies. Fuck Hoboken, 46. How many times you decent garbage? So about money, so stood on it. Ty Forest, Toshendo, Terrando, Germando. Fuck all of you.
You know, poor people who don't like AEW.
That's all kayfabe.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of That's All Kayfabe, wrestling podcasts and other things. I'm here with my buddy Gabe, who's part of the show. How you doing, Gabe?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm good. Whoa, whoa. Kids still do that, right?
I don't think so. They do that 6-7
man.
bullshit. I have no idea.
Wow, man. I don't know what that is. I say that at work all the time, and I'm 30 years old. Can you believe that?
Hi, you're young.
I'm young. No, dude. Like, I have coworkers that tell me, oh, like, you're in your prime, man. I was like, my back fucking hurts. I'm using a 10 unit so that way I don't pull this shit, man. I don't know how to stretch right. I'm sorry. Like, the week we had gotten married, me and my wife, her cousins came down from Arizona. One of them's like 13 years old, I think. And then I remember last time she was here, she was playing Fortnite, and I heard her say like, "What the Sigma?" like to her friends. And then I was just like, "Oh, that's cringe." But it's like, I kind of like embrace the cringe a little bit, like when I like express myself, whatever. So when she showed up, I was like, "Yo, what up, dude? What the Sigma? Like, y'all still say that, right?" And then she's like, "No, we don't." I was like, "Oh man." And then my wife got mad. She's like, "Dude, you just fucking outed our age. Like, how could you?" I was like, "I don't know. It's not my fault that you have a short attention span."
Nope, it's not your fault at all. But
It's not my fault.
it
You
is-
know. I
But
blame
it's your fault.
my running gag is that I blame the liberals.
I would blame them too. Everyone blames them for everything.
Yeah, man,
I
they're
think. Or the other people. I don't know.
dude. I feel like I joke around it with that shit all the time. Like I say that like at work or like to like my friends. I don't know if they believe me or not. Where it's like I think it's
That's
like,
the best part of the bit when you don't even know.
dude, I know it's like some people tell me like, "Is this? Are you doing a bit right now?" I was like, "I'm sorry, man. Like I think it's just me." Like I don't know anymore. You know, it's kind of like in that Raven documentary where he's like, "Oh, I don't go by Scotty anymore. Like I'm embracing Raven now. This is my Raven story."
It's like, you for real, bro? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm for real anymore.
I don't know if I'm for real, but I think I am. So call me Raven. But speaking of that, at the end of this episode, instead of like the botches that we usually do, it's gonna be kind of like a repeat of last week where we talk about a movie, but this time we're gonna be talking about the documentary Nevermore, The Raven Effect.
The Raven Effect.
Yes.
No,
so,
I was like, where did you get that name from? But I guess that's the name of his finishing move. I didn't know his move was called the Raven Effect.
no, it's called Even Flow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I get that now because I remember ever hearing the Raven Effect. I was like, "Where's that from?" Did he just think of saying that? And that's the
I
name
thought
of the
about it.
documentary?
Like, oh, okay. Cool, Raven. Like, call me
Did you-
Scotty. Which one is it? No, call me Raven.
Don't ever call me Scotty. Call you Raven. All right. Yeah, I don't really mean that, but just do it. But just do it.
Yes, but please stay tuned in for the end of the episode so that way we can talk about Nevermore. And then while you're at it, just give us a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And you are fantastic.
Yeah, right here. Thumb.
Right here, the big thumb, big thumb. I don't have to hitchhiker's thumb.
Man, did you speaking of wrestling, speaking of Raven, speaking of birds and all that, did you watch wrestling this week?
Sadly, I did not watch any wrestling this week. I'm a piece of shit.
The wrestling gods like Savage and not Hogan look down upon you in shame.
Nah, the wrestling god Savage is looking down, and the wrestling devil's looking up, giving a thumbs up. He's like, I wouldn't either, brother.
I wouldn't put over anyone, brother.
Stop calling me brother, sir.
Nah, for real though. But don't.
Yeah.
For real.
But in all seriousness, no, I wasn't able to watch any wrestling this week. I just feel like a lot is happening, like since it's the holidays. I don't want to find an excuse for it. But it's like I think I told you, like whenever I'll get home, I'll just watch basketball because Spurs season is back up, and man, they've been getting my full attention. Or it's like, I'm just tired. I forget. I'm working a lot, saving money for Christmas and shit.
And then
you know,
you're married. You have that social life. There's a lot of wrestling to watch.
There's a lot of wrestling to watch.
There really is
a lot of wrestling. I know this week. I don't think we're gonna talk about it because I forgot it was this week. Was that AAA event?
I have the result.
You have the results.
I could just tell you who won. I'm gonna I have no idea what happened. The only reason I should have watched it was for Lola Vice because she's fucking hot.
Oh man, Damian Priest. That still blows my. I mean, he's a handsome fellow. You know what? I get it, but it's like his catalog of women that he's been scooping up. It's kind of it should be studied for like future generations, I think.
But he looks like the kind of guy that would be like, "Nah, let me suck your dick." Nah, like she gets all like Lola Vice gets all horny with him, and he's just like, "No, girl, let me pleasure you." You know what I mean? And she's just like, "What? Okay, I guess."
Like, sure. Dude, that's
it gives him more pleasure to like give than receive. I feel like that's where he gets on.
But back to the AAA show before I forget. Oh, he's a lover. That's what you're saying. He's a lover.
Yeah, sure. I went around my elbow to get to my went around my wrist to get to my elbow on that. Yeah, he's a lover.
Like, yeah, sure.
Sure.
I know something else happened at the end of that show, but we'll talk about it as you know, we talk about the results. But before we do, what about yourself? Did you watch any wrestling this week?
I know I did. Like the only thing I don't even remember. Like I just remember watching it, but I don't remember anything that really happened. But I know I did tune in live to Dynamite Collision because that was together a 3-hour show. They always find excuses to do a 3-hour show, you know. But they did that because of Full Gear going on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know I did watch Raw, but I didn't watch it live. I know I watched NXT, but I didn't watch it live. And SmackDown, I remember watching live, but again, like, I don't know. I just nothing really like crazy happened this week as far as in the ring of wrestling.
Yeah, I feel like like I do have notes for like Raw and SmackDown, but I feel like Dynamite and Collision, I only got like a couple things, but they're nothing like extravagant or anything because I guess like their main focus was on Full Gear, which was this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have highlights about that. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but I feel like there's just like so much going on like within like both shows where it's like WWE, right? Like you have fucking they're building up for Wargames, they're building up for the Cena's tournament, they're building up for Saturday night's main events, like 3 shows or like 3 events happening like consecutively there. And then not only that, it's like you had Dynamite and Collision. They're like, oh, we got a special 3-hour show. Oh, we're doing the women's tag tournament that they're gonna do. Oh, we're building up to Full Gear, and it's like just so much, just a conglomeration of stuff. Is that the right word? Conglomeration, not the tag team.
Oh no, that's what I was thinking of though when you said it. But no, I think that is like that is a pretty respectable word to use in this situation. I think
I'm trying to up my vocabulary, man. It's like I don't like what's a few word do trick like from The Office.
I don't watch The Office. I know of it.
Good.
I just don't watch it.
No, that's good. You're not missing out on much.
Yeah. No, I was trying to get into. I've been trying to watch Chainsaw Man, and I know I've seen like the first couple of episodes of it, the anime.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to rewatch that. But yeah, I've seen The Office. I just never
Mhm.
like got into it.
That's all right. It's not. I guess like it's a part of history, as stupid as that sounds, but it's kind of like that awkward comedy that's like real famous now.
Yeah, no, I think it's
Really,
funny. I just don't really
yeah,
watch it.
yeah. But Chainsaw Man, that's a good one. I haven't seen it, but really good. If you want to watch another long anime with your niece, y'all gotta watch One Piece.
I keep hearing about it. That and fucking oh my god, why can't I think of it? The superhero one,
The superhero one?
the one with All Might. What the fuck? Why
Oh, My
can't I?
Hero.
Yeah, My Hero Academia. There you go.
Oh
I'm the
man,
name
that
of
was a
it.
good one too. I haven't seen that one in a minute either. Man, is she? Are you doing this yourself, or is your niece putting you onto it?
Chainsaw Man. No, I've been wanting to watch myself.
Well, okay, you should
Yeah.
watch that by yourself. I don't think your niece should be watching that.
I think there's a lot of stuff my niece shouldn't be watching, but she still watches it. But no, the wrestling, yeah, I know. You see, you have some of the updates for the week.
Yes. So, starting off with Raw, the highlights I have here was they were live from Madison Square Garden, and
Mm.
it was kind of like a big thing where they were hyping the show up really big, and I guess it was a good show from what everyone was telling me because I had like a friend message me. I was like, "Oh, like, did you watch Raw? Like, what did you think of it?" And it's like I had one or two people message me about it, which is more people than what usually message me. Blows my mind.
One person, which is one more than usually
I know it's
messages you.
happened twice. Like I know it's not a lot, but the fact that it happened twice is pretty sussy. What's the word you said? Sessing. I still have that on my notes from last
Assessing.
week.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Sessing, yes.
assessing.
But it was John Cena's final Raw appearance in Madison Square Garden, and he appeared in a six-man tag with Rey Mysterio and Sheamus versus the Judgment Day, versus JD McDonough, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. Um, Obviously, Cena's team, they got the win. And I think Dominic Mysterio reenacted his rematch clause, so they're gonna have that at War Games because Cena accepted. Um, there's like a beautiful picture, man, like where Cena's like high-fiving everybody in the crowd, and like Rey Mysterio's on his back, and Sheamus is like cheering like right behind him, and it's just like, dude, like my fucking heart, man, like you can just tell he's having fun. And I was like, fuck. Like I say it every week. I wish this is what the whole year of Cena should have been about. Like not this
Mhm.
fucking heel turn bullshit. The moment was shocking, don't get me wrong, but the execution was fucking dog shit water.
Mhm.
Um and then we have an update on the tournament. The last time is now tournament. They had Gunther versus Javon Evans. Gunther has his old theme song back, which is fantastic. It's the oh man. And then it's just like the all black screen. He has a new coat with him, but like he looks in fantastic shape, like he
Oh
always
yeah, he looks
does.
badass. Yeah.
Um, Fucking love Gunther. Always. He can never get me to fucking boo that man. He beats Javon Evans, debut for Javon Evans for Madison Square Garden, which is fucking awesome.
Mhm.
Um, and then Solo Sikoa versus a mystery opponent, which that mystery opponent turned out to be Dolph Ziggler. I fucking love Dolph Ziggler. I know he's still wrestling in TNA, but Ziggler was another level, man. Like, and it's crazy. Like, he's like 40 plus and he's still selling his fucking ass off, man.
It looked good. I remember watching bits of that. Well, I did watch it, but I
Mhm.
remember he did like great. You know, I didn't see anything fucking
Dude,
terrible.
yes. He sells his ass off. I know he had an interview with Chris Van Vliet where he talks about how he sells the Rough Rider from Zack Ryder. That he like bounces off the canvas and he spins over, like flops like a fish. Like, and they showed it in like slow motion. I'm like, dude, that's fucking amazing. Like, how the fuck can a normal human being do that? But I'm over here Google Gagaing over him. I'll stop right now.
No, he's great.
Um,
He's a great dude.
they had the women's intercontinental championship match between Becky Lynch and Maxine
Mm,
Dupree.
that was
During the
yeah.
match, AJ Lee shows up to get the distraction. And I guess it's her finisher, but Maxine Dupree does the crossbody from the top rope and wins.
That was
And
crazy.
Yes, big pop, and they had the video of Otis and Akira Tozawa in the back, like just going all crazy, like happy for her and everything. Very heartwarming. So Maxine Dupree is the new Intercontinental Champion. Congrats to her. That's fucking badass.
Oh yeah, that's fucking amazing. I remember. How long has it been? Was it years or 3 or 4 years ago or 2 years ago when everyone was talking shit about her online and she was like, "Oh,
Yeah, man.
she can't wrestle and this and that." And it's not. I think she like took it to heart and
She
like
worked
started
her fucking
training.
ass off, man.
Yeah.
She worked her fucking ass off. And it's like where they took that criticism and they used it to their advantage. Like same thing with like what's her name? Raquel Rodriguez. Do you remember about that with her and Kevin Nash?
Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah, then like she's been doing like her best stuff like ever since like she took that criticism, like turned that into positive, and I'm glad like it worked out for Maxine in the end. I hope she doesn't lose it fast. Um, oh, you know what? That's also what happened on NXT. But we'll get to that too.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
But the surprise returns for Raw was Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. They showed up and they were both announced for War Games. So the final, if I remember correctly, it's gonna be Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, the Usos, and CM Punk versus Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar in War Games. And I think that's this upcoming weekend, if I'm correct.
Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend, I think.
Thanksgiving weekend, and I'll be able to watch it. I'll be off. I'll be able to watch that. So tune in next week. We'll talk about that. What do you think about the Raw? Like, it sounds pretty action packed, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I forgot all about that Maxine Dupree shit, and I was like, man, that was badass to see her. Like, I didn't watch it live. I'd heard about it already, I think from Twitter after it had happened. I was like, no way, fuck yeah. And then I saw the match, and it was good. It was a good match. But yeah, I'm just like happy about Maxine Dupree because I feel like she, I don't know, she really has worked hard. I think she deserves it.
Hell yeah, man, definitely. And sure. I didn't have any notes for NXT until I just mentioned it right now. But Tatum Paxley lost the NXT Women's Championship after just winning it at, what was it, the last event that they had?
It said 24 days ago. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it was probably Halloween Havoc, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But she loses it to JC Jane because Izzy Dane turned. And I guess what's the name of their group? The Calling. Like they ended up turning their back on Tatum Paxley, which breaks my fucking heart because Tatum Paxley is fucking great.
Well, she was already like giving off indication of turning babyface, I think, right? Because they were the heels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like so maybe like this is her official like babyface turn, but it's such a shame, dude, that she dropped it so fast, man. Like she's one that she's been there for a fucking long time. Well, same thing like JC Jane. They both been there for a fucking long time, and yes, it sucks for Tatum Paxley, but it's like JC Jane. She's been doing her best work there in NXT, especially since the breakup of Toxic Attraction. Everyone like dipping. She's been holding up. Well, what's the name? Fatal Influence. That's the name of the group now. That she's doing good as like the head person there. I'm wondering what's going to happen with Tatum Paxley, but only 24 days. Now the shortest reign in the history of the NXT Women's Championship.
I think that Fatal Influence, they're going to put gold on all the members because I know at the next, I don't remember what the next pay-per-view is. It Survivor Series for them?
Survivor Series is WWE.
Okay, I'm trying to remember what the next NXT
Deadline.
Is it Deadline?
Dude, that's gonna be here in San Antonio.
Oh yeah. No, right now, I know that. I remember hearing about that somewhere. But right now they're doing Gold Rush.
Gold Rush, yes.
I was like, I know it's a different name. But I know one of the other Fatal Influence, one of the other members is going for the Speed Championship, and the other one is going for one of the other belts. I don't remember, but I think they're gonna put gold on all of the Fatal Influence girls.
Nice, man. Is it no, I don't think it's a North American because Blake Monroe has that. I don't think she's gonna drop that anytime soon.
No,
and then they also announced Oba Femi versus Ricky Saints.
Dang.
Oh,
Dang.
dude, I gotta go see that, dude. Oh, I gotta ask people if they want to go with me. I'll figure it out. I need to see Obafemi, dude.
Dude,
I need to.
I think the other belt was like the TNA Knockout Championship against Kalani Jordan or something. I think it could have been, or is Jordan Grace facing that? Fuck, I don't remember now.
Man, there's just so much happening.
There's a lot of belts there just because of TNA there too. But my prediction is they're gonna put a lot of like gold just all over the Fatal Influence.
If you want, real quick, I can try to find out what is the next NXT event.
But yeah, you were right about. I did see that it was coming to San Antonio, and I was like, dang.
I know, man. And it's at the Boeing, and that's a pretty nice venue, man. It's like, I remember actually really liking it. Oh my God, come on. You don't want to work now? You don't want to work now? Come on. You don't want to work? Dang. I know. Well, I try to figure this out.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes.
Sure, what else did I have here? Oh, here's a picture of I guess Logan Paul on SmackDown, and he's got like notes here on his hand.
No way, for real?
That's it just says dog SmackDown. It just has his hand with all this writing on it.
Oh my God, that's fucking crazy. Cena would roast the shit out of him like he did to The Rock. So it says here, the next NXT event, it's going to be Deadline, which is here in San Antonio. Because I think Gold Rush was actually the show that happened this week.
I think it's a 2-week thing, Gold Rush. It was like this week and next week. And then
okay.
Yeah, because they're doing a lot of title matches.
Yes. Oh my God. I need to see if someone wants to go with me. Son of a bitch. I need to see Obafemi. I'm gonna be so mad if I don't go. Man, I'll go fucking ham.
Man, Ricky Saints versus Obafemi.
That's gonna be fucking badass, man. But continuing on with SmackDown, I think this happened last week where it was Jay Uso beats The Miz. That happens, but the other matches that they have for that tournament was Penta versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor took the pin, and Penta's moving on to the tournament. And a surprise one, they had Carmelo Hayes versus Bronson Reed. Cody Rhodes comes out and attacks Bronson Reed. And Carmelo Hayes wins by countout, and he advances into the tournament, which I know you were very happy about because you don't like Bronson Reed.
Because I don't like Bronson Reed at all, but I do like Carmelo Hayes, so I feel like I would have been. I'm double excited because of that win and that loss.
Again, I don't know if it was this week or last week, but AJ Lee is also announced for the women's War Games. I think that was last week, if I remember correctly. So now it's going to be AJ Lee, Io Sky. Oh man, who are the other two? Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. Yes, thank you. Versus the Kabuki Warriors, Lash Legend, Nia Jax, and Becky Lynch in women's War Games. Honestly,
I got a picture. Hold on, let me see. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna pull this up.
Okay, yes, please. Oh! Don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this at home.
Yeah, you had sent me that. I was like, I gotta put that somewhere in there.
I know. I was like, we'll do it right now, man. That was great.
Here's
honestly,
the card right here.
I feel like the women's War Games match is gonna take the show.
What I remember seeing, it just cracked me up. Seeing on I think it was SmackDown, right? That's where Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair and all them, like they had like this whole thing where Alexa Bliss delivered Charlotte Flair to Rhea Ripley so they could hash it out, you know? It was the week before where Charlotte Flair couldn't be in their War Games team because of her differences that she has with Rhea Ripley. And it just cracked me up because they had Charlotte Flair walking with Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte Flair had her arm around her like she's her fucking dude, you know, like walking like this, you know. And when they walked into whatever room that Rhea Ripley and Io Sky were in, Rhea had her arm around Io Sky like she was her dude.
Dude, that's funny.
They just look like they're both like you know, like Io and Alexa
like swingers.
friends. Yeah, like Io and Alexa are friends. and they're like, "Come on, you got to be friends with my girlfriend's friend too." Talk it out.
Oh man,
But it's just funny to see them like act real Sigma and not to act real like manly, the fucking
dude, that is
the
so
bigger
fucking
women.
funny. That's kind of hot.
It is kind of hot. I was just
That's
like, dang,
hot.
I would let Charlotte Flair fucking wrap her arm, hold the back of my neck like this and direct me.
Dude, I know, like, one of my friends and I, we talked about if we were to ever get a picture with Rhea Ripley, I would ask her if she could, like, carry me, like that. I think she'd be down to do it, but it's like, I don't want to ask to, like, make her uncomfortable or anything, you know?
Yeah, I would need to like see her do it to another dude, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll fucking ask her now. I don't want to be the first to ask her, but if she does it with some other dude, be like, fuck yeah.
But then, like, real quick for the last couple things I have here for SmackDown, it's like Ilya Dragunov versus JD McDonough in a hard hitting match. JD McDonough takes the pin. Dragunov retains. And
That was
another
a
badass
hard hitting
match.
match.
Yes,
that was hard
dude.
hitting. They did a spot where they like flew out of the ring.
Mhm.
It looked nasty, like somebody got hurt, like someone. It looked like I was scared for JD McDonough because I'm like, all this dude ever fucking does is like get hurt when he gets thrown out of the ring,
It's because he has a big head, like it lopsides him,
It throws off his whole fucking balance.
His equilibrium. He has to hit his moves like so perfect, which he has a really badass moonsault. It's like picture perfect for JD McDonough.
I think he did it, and it was like a rainbow, like it was high
Like,
up. Yeah, like where
yes,
it's like, dude, you didn't need to catch that much air to do it, but goddamn,
that's impressive. That's
Yeah.
a feat of like agility. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
A match that should have been on this card, but it's not, which is kind of weird because they call it a Survivor Series traditional match. A traditional 5-on-5 is happening next week on SmackDown before Survivor Series Wargames. And it's going to be Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rey Fenix, and Motor City Machine Guns versus MFT. But it's like, I can understand why they don't have it on there because it's MFT.
Yeah.
But if it was me, I put Shinsuke Nakamura on all the PLEs. If it was up to me.
Fuck yeah. He's great.
But here for War Games, they announced 4 matches, which I'm pretty sure this is like the official card because they don't go up to no more than 5. The men's War Game match, like we said, Brock Lesnar, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, the Usos, and CM Punk. The women's War Games match, which we just said not that long ago, Stephanie Van Garrett versus Nikki Bella. Sure.
Nikki Bella's kind of hot though. Whenever I did like see her like push down Stephanie Van Garrett to do her like heel promo, I was like, dang, she is kind of hot, even though she's, I don't know, she is 40, late 30s.
I don't know. Yeah, she looks great. She looks great.
Look pretty hot, but she
and
better not beat Stephanie. I'll say
she's
that.
not, dude. I'll be upset she does. I was like, that okay. And then the last match is John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship.
I didn't know John Cena. I thought he could only perform. I thought he only had 3 events left.
I think it's this one, this past Monday, Survivor Series, and then Saturday night's main event.
Is it?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
I feel like I guess he was in, but I feel like this one was like squeezed in there without anyone noticing. That's what I felt like, but I don't mind it. I'm we just saw it. It was a good match, so we'll see.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. I'm definitely down to see it again. It looks pretty solid. I mean, I'm definitely going to watch it for sure. I have the time off this time.
Yeah, for sure.
But to move on to Dynamite and Collision, like you said, it was a 3-hour special. I don't know what's so special about it. It's just like another long show, I guess. But the only notes I have is that the Timeless Love Bombs, which is Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa, defeat Alex Windsor and Rio to advance in the tournament. And then Mercedes Moné, she unifies the ROH women's or like the TV championship, I think, because she beat whoever. I don't remember who she beat. I apologize, but again, I didn't watch Collision or Dynamite this week. I was just going based off of, like Spark Notes. And then besides AEW, AAA also happened this weekend. You said you had the match cards there because there was only one thing I have there.
I do
That
have the
did happen.
results. I have the results for it was the let me see here. WWE AAA Alianzas. Like I guess Alianzas, Mexico City, and yeah, there was just I guess 4 matches. I don't know why I thought there was like 5, but it was 4 here. We have Javon beats Axiom and Octagon Jr. in a triple threat match to become the #1 contender for the AAA World Cruiserweight Championship.
Hell yeah. I love Javon Evans, dude. That sounds
Yeah.
like a badass match. I like Octagon Jr. too.
I love I love all those guys for sure.
Yeah, oh yes.
But Javon, dude, he's putting in work. He's like everywhere. He was on fucking Raw, right? Or SmackDown with Gunther.
Raw. He was on Raw.
He's on Raw. He was probably on NXT. I'm sure, even though I don't recall. And then he's here in fucking Mexico. All the same week. It's just like, goddamn, he's putting in overtime.
I'm pretty sure he's mad because he just wants to play Battlefield 6.
Man, just let him play.
Just let the man play. Come on, man. Give him a break.
Play. Fucking. Next year, Los Psycho Circus defeated El Ojo.
El Ojo. And I think the White Six announced that they were going to face him at the next event, if I remember correctly. Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's Kukui. Is that what they go? the White Six are called El Kukui.
Ooh, El Kukui. A boogeyman.
Next year, AAA World Mixed Tag Team Championship. Ethan Page and Chelsea Green defeat Mr. Iguana and Lola Vice.
Okay. I like Ethan Page. I like Chelsea Green, so I guess that's okay.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it was a good match. Man, Lola Vice is fucking hot.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Mr. Iguana's cool too. I want to see more of him. He deserves more.
Oh no, dude! Hell yeah.
And lastly, here I guess this is the main event. Dominic Mysterio and El Grande Americano score a tag team victory over Dragon Lee and El Hijo del Vikingo.
So in that match, Vikingo actually turns on Dragon Lee, left him by himself, and that's why Dominic and El Grande were able to scoop up the victory. So after the match, Dominic Mysterio, he's calling out like he does like a promo at the end, and then they show the Lucha Bros, Penta and Rey Fenix, and they're gonna challenge both of them at the next AAA event. So it's gonna be Rey Fenix and Penta versus Dominic Mysterio and El Grande Americano.
What? Who would think of pairing up Penta and Rey Fenix? That sounds.
I don't know, dude. It's like I was speaking this like I would have never thought, you know? Like, wait a minute, they're brothers?
That's some sicko shit. I could never see them together.
This is for the sickos. For the sickos, man.
That's cool. No, Penta's cool. Penta's great. It just trips me out how they haven't paired them yet, you know, but whatever.
Oh man, it's fucking crazy. But speaking of for the sickos, another event that happened this week was AEW Full Gear.
Oh yeah.
14 match card.
I can show. Oh wait, I'm gonna show this before. I don't know if you saw this for the sickos. Let's take a look at this.
Damn. Shit. Oh shit.
There.
Wow.
Oh my! Yo, that's cool. Here, get right here.
I know this was gonna go outside to a deck. Oh shit!
Oh wow! No, I didn't know that either. Wow, they just got cardboard boxes, man.
Get out of here!
They cracked the window.
He's slowly cranking it open.
No!
Dude, their parents are at work.
No. No. Please don't do it to him, sir. Please, sir. Please, Mr. Chris. Sir, please.
Oh,
God, dude.
No, please. Mercy.
see, you better not kick out there.
Damn, dude. That's fucking. Props to these kids, man. I would never wrestle like that when I was younger. We'll do it on a mattress.
Yeah, mattress or a trampoline.
Yeah, mattress or a trampoline, definitely, man. It's like, I know their wind's knocked out, man. They better get contracts right now. So I think I saw parts of this, but I know that Will Ospreay had replied to it saying like, "Oh, I support this 100% or something like that." And then Jim Cornette chimed in, like, says a guy who's in the hospital with like a neck fusion surgery, saying like, "Yeah, kids keep doing this."
I love how much this video of kids just wrestling on a carpet or outside grew so much like controversy with the wrestling community.
Dude, I think like I feel like the same controversy would happen like back then, but it's like we didn't have the internet as like to our accessibility like we do have now. So I know my dad's like, "Oh, you need to stop wrestling," and I'm like, "Stop you, Dad! I'm gonna be a WWE superstar," and never happened.
To me, at least they aren't like fucking with light bulbs and like car jumping on cars and doing on barbed wire. They're just wrestling on cardboard and fucking carpet. You know what I mean?
But to be fair, I feel like in a few years they're probably gonna go to that. Maybe.
Yeah,
they're teenagers,
but they're not yet. So this is, it's a gateway, but at least here it looks harmless. They aren't necessarily jumping to the let's fucking try this off of a car or building. But you're right, it probably.
Well, I hope they didn't watch Full Gear because there's some pretty violent shit on here that I'll get to right now. But Full Gear, I have the highlights here, and hopefully I could go from like up to down. Like in the order of events that it happened at. So one of the key things here is that the ops, they now have a dojo, right? So what that means is that they have a crew like willing to learn, run by Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata. And they had a crew, like a bunch of guys there with a bunch of fucking shirts. It's like the ops dojo, whatever, something like that, right? Keep that in mind, all right?
All right.
So the first match they had here was a fatal or like a 4-way tag match. I think this was the $2,000 match, and it was the Bang Bang Gang, which is Juice Robinson and Austin Gunn versus Big Bill, Brian Keith, the Outrunners, and Caster and Bowen, which I guess they're back together.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, where they don't want to be together, but they just happen to be together again.
Okay, that makes sense because I was kind of like I haven't seen AEW in a long time, so I was like, why? When did they become a tag team again? Like I'm just kind of confused. But the Bang Bang Gang pick up the victory, win the $200,000. It was Boom and Doom, which is AJ and QT Marshall, versus Roppongi Vice, which is Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero. I think I sent you the video or something that Big Justice interfered in the match.
We'll take a look at the clip here if it loads up.
But Big Justice does while the ref is knocked out because they need a ref bump in the pre-show.
Oh, is it not going to play? Oh, okay.
There we go. So Big Justice, he's in the ring, kicks Rocky Romero in the guts, like does a cutter. Wow, man. And I think he does a stunner. Oh, wait, no, he just walks out. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Paul White's there for some reason.
Captain Insano shows up.
Captain Insano shows up to make the save.
That was a solid diamond cutter. I don't see anything wrong with it. It was pretty cool.
I think, man, props to him, dude. He landed it all on his butt.
Let's see. I think I got the volume here to hear the pop of it.
Go ahead. Wow.
Dude, that crowd popped for it.
They popped. Man, honestly, I pop for Big Justice all the time, dude. Like just to make his moment. It's like I feel like his dad is in like a midlife crisis, but it's like a end like one of the layers of hell. But his layers of hell was just being on the pre-show for AEW and not getting signed on.
What cracks me up is fucking like how they could be in, it feels like any city with, you know, fucking Big Justice and AJ, and they'll pop for it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's never like, oh man, you know, they did it over here. It's his hometown. He's gonna pop. You know, they're gonna pop for him. It's like
But
they
it's just
pop for him
everywhere.
everywhere. They
Yeah.
pop for him. Every time he's on a pre-show, he's been
Mm-hmm.
in like at least what three or four.
There are 3 or 4, man.
Mhm.
Easily, man.
Mhm.
Was the Rizzler there? I hope he's okay.
I think he was there because I think I don't. One of the guys tried to get in his face, and AJ fucking or Big Justice, I forget their names, but
I know AJ
they
Big
helped him.
Justice. Oh man, I forgot. But I forgot they're known as the Costco guys. I just call them Big Justice or Boom and Doom.
And then I didn't know where they were showing this because when I looked on the YouTube channel, they had like Renee Paquette and Jeff Jarrett and all that fucking talking about the matches for the card for the night of the Full Gear, but I didn't see the matches. But I heard the pyro for Boom and Doom, and man, they gave fucking all this pyro to them.
That's crazy, man. So Boom and Doom pick up the win. They beat Roppongi Vice. Next was an open challenge with Hook and Eddie Kingston versus a tag team, but they were called the Workhorsemen. It's not pictured on here, but that obviously Eddie Kingston and Hook picked up the win. The last match for the pre-show, or what? Not the pre-show. I call it the pre-show, but what's called like Full Gear
Tailgate-
Brawl,
Tailgate
Brawl.
Mhm.
There you go. Thank you. It was El Sky team, which is Mystico, Neon, Mascata Dorada, versus the Don Callis family, which is Konosuke Takeshita, Hechi Seto, and Kazuchika Okada. Which honestly, I think that's disrespectful to Takeshita and Okada to be putting them on a pre-show.
Yeah,
Me
Yeah.
personally, and especially with Takeshita being the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion, it's kind of fucked up. But when this match started, Okada was nowhere to be found, right? So it started off on a 3-on-2. And again, just like the last pay-per-view, this match leads into the pay-per-view,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
But when it leads into the pay-per-view, it cuts to backstage, right? And like a Ferrari pulls up, and who comes out of it? It's Okada in his like in his trunks and boots and everything, but he just had the shirt off walking, and then he gets like his coat from the rafters, and he's just like taking his time, just walking. He puts the coat on, and he does the full fucking entrance on the screen, and Takesha looks fucking pissed off. Like, you motherfucker, like, you showed off late. He does the whole like Rainmaker entrance and everything, like comes out to himself. But yeah, he pretty much flicks off Takeshita, and El Sky team ends up picking up the victory. And there's like just frustration to the Don Callis family. Hechi Seto's like, like a child and the parents divorced, like, what's going on? Like, I'm scared. But that leads into the match, or like into the show. The next match here is Darby Allin versus Pac. Again, I don't have like a bunch of notes here. I just got like highlights from the event. Both gentlemen were standing on the ring apron, and Pac picks him up in a gorilla press and throws him on the fucking floor. And Darby Allin just fucking bounces like a basketball, which is like, okay, dude, yes, you take that, sure thing, bud, I guess. Pac Irish whips Darby Allin into the ring post, but he like dives to like spear it, and then he just flings out the ring. like ragdolls, like a GTA character, like in a car crash.
Yeah.
Pac picks up the victory after Wheeler Yuta shows up. Fucking Wheeler Yuta. Throws in Sting's bat because Darby Allin came in with Sting's bat. Darby Allin gets distracted. The ref gets distracted. Like, oh, Wheeler, you need to get out of here. Turns around, knocks him out, throws the bat to the side, and then counts to 1, 2, 3. Pac gets the victory over Darby Allin. The next one, it's not pictured on here, so I guess they added it last minute. This was a four-way tag team women's match between the Timeless Love Bombs. Oh man, I'm trying to remember all the teams in there. Is
Tony
it there?
Storm, Mina Shirakawa, Marina Shafir, Megan Bain, Babes of Wrath, which is Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale,
Mhm.
Sisters of Sin, which is a Sky Blue and what's her name? Julia Hart.
Julia Hart. It's like, why did they give them another nickname? They're the Triangle of Madness.
I
Like, just name it them. I don't know, dude. But with this one, the Timeless Love Bombs win the four-way tag match. They now can choose the stipulation for the women's tag match semifinals against Marina Shafir and Megan Bain, which is kind of weird because I felt like you would choose a stipulation for like the last match.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it's weird that the way they executed this because it's for the semifinals. It's not even for the actual finals. That's what I'm confused about.
This should have just been for the title or for the actual titles, not even for a stipulation for a semifinals match. It's just like, dude.
Yes, dude. I think these are the last four teams in it too. So it's like that doesn't make sense. But I don't know. I don't book anything.
Yeah. Well,
The next match here, it is FTR versus Brodito. Crazy counters from Bandito like usual. Brody King's a fucking beast. FTR defeat Brodito and they become 3-time World Tag Team Champions, tying for the tag team with the most championship wins for the tag team belts. I'm pretty sure it's the Young Bucks for the other one. The next one was the Casino Gauntlet. But that's a picture with Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin because they were the first two to start off the match. And this was to crown the national champion. Because, yes, they need another belt.
They do. They do need another belt.
Like, it was like Claudio, Roderick Strong, Ricochet comes in. Kevin Knight comes in. Like, a bunch of, the usually you would expect from the Casino Gauntlet. It's like just a bunch of high spots, like, crazy shit, one after another. But ultimately, Ricochet picks up the win, gets the pin on Kevin Knight to become the inaugural national champion, which is good for Ricochet because I actually do like Ricochet.
I don't like his heel persona, but I guess that's the whole point, right? Is you're supposed to not like him, so I guess he's doing the right work,
Because he's bald.
Yeah, it's those bald people. I don't know about them. I don't really feel it.
So the next match here was Kyle O'Reilly versus Jon Moxley in a no holds barred match. My first note here is Jon Moxley and that fucking fork, dude. he brings out another fucking fork, dude. They're bleeding like this.
He's always expecting to eat spaghetti or salad or something.
I know, dude. He's ready, or like a Caesar salad or something, dude. Like he's ready. But he has a fucking fork, and dude, just start stabbing fucking O'Reilly in the fucking head. Yes, dude. So now, Kyle O'Reilly is bleeding like a stuffed pig. Like he is blood everywhere, right? He tries to, I guess he's like trying to like stab the nipple of Kyle O'Reilly. I don't know if he saw that spot.
No.
O'Reilly's like laying on the ring apron and then Moxley's like on top of him, like trying to stab him, like I guess through the nipple with the fucking fork. They also have a chain spot where they bring out a chain, like they're beating the fucking shit out of each other with the chain, kind of like a dog collar. So they're doing that like back and forth. Very hard hitting. Kyle O'Reilly has Moxley in like a triangle choke, right? And then Moxley has the fork, and I guess he's trying to stab him, but O'Reilly gets the fork and starts fucking stabbing Moxley. So obviously Moxley, a couple stabs and he's like bleeding, like they're bleeding so fucking much.
Yeah, for sure.
So like they do like the brain buster on the chain, so it looks fucking crazy. Kyle O'Reilly gets the victory. He makes Moxley tap out.
I did see or hear about that, and I was like, wow,
Dude,
Wow.
I like Kyle O'Reilly, dude. I always thought he was funny. He's badass. And just for him to finally get like his spotlight that he rightfully deserves. Like I'm just like he should have gotten that in NXT when he was doing his singles run in NXT because he is just fucking badass. But after the match, uh, Moxley attacks Kyle O'Reilly out of a rage of frustration. The Death Riders come in and they jump Kyle O'Reilly, like beating the fucking shit out of him, and it looks like he got his arm injured. Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong both come out and they make the save, but they walk Kyle O'Reilly to the back, and Tony Khan announced that Kyle O'Reilly is not medically cleared, like he's injured to compete in the next tournament that they're doing for I want to say it's the Owen Hart tournament. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but it's some tournament that's coming up soon. So Kyle O'Reilly's going to be out for a minute. That was that match. Again, I'm happy for Kyle O'Reilly. He's fucking badass.
I'm surprised Moxley's been losing a lot lately.
Sorry, my bad. But
good.
yeah, that he has been losing a lot. This is already 3 times that he's tapped out in the year. I think one from Adam Page, the Texas Death Match, the other one at Blood and Guts, and then
I think Darby Allin tapped him out, or who tapped him out?
Darby Allin. That's 4 times. Then that was all this year, right?
Yeah, because he did give up to Darby Allin too, right?
Yeah, because it was that fucking I Quit match.
He
taps out for that. He tapped out to Kyle O'Reilly in Blood and Guts, and then he tapped out to him this past Saturday. So maybe it's just building up to like him being like a shit leader. Like maybe they're gonna kick him out.
Yeah.
Next year, we have Mark Briscoe versus Kyle Fletcher in a no DQ match for the TNT Championship. There's a spot where Kyle Fletcher's on the outside. I don't know if you saw it, but then Mark Briscoe, he's gonna do like a front flip, but he catches him in a suplex position. Amazing strength, and does a brain buster on the open chair that's there on the outside. Looks nasty as fuck. There's nails used in this match because more people need to bleed. There's a spot where a table's set up in the middle of the ring, and they bring out a big fucking ladder. Mark Briscoe, he's on top of the ladder, and Fletcher, he's on the other side, like trying to climb up, and he does the fucking froggy bow. And like Kyle Fletcher lets go of the ladder, they both slam through the table, but it looks gnarly as fuck. But for some reason, that doesn't fucking finish the match. Bunch of nails again, like the J Driller is used on the nails to Kyle Fletcher, to where Mark Briscoe picks up his victory over Kyle Fletcher, wins the TNT Championship, and this is Mark Briscoe's first AEW Championship, and he does not have to join the Don Callis family.
I was really worried. I was like, when I saw that stipulation, I was like, oh my God, I hope they don't. Like, I didn't expect him to win, but I was like, I hope he doesn't fucking join the Don Callis family because it's just so boring.
I think that's a lot of child support that Don Callis has to pay.
I actually really like Kyle Fletcher. I do. Like, he's a badass heel. And of course, he kind of just reminds me of Randy Orton or Miles Bourne. They have that same sort of fucking generic NPC create a character look to them. Not Randy Orton. He fucking started it all, but they do, especially to him. But yeah, I feel kind of bad that Kyle Fletcher lost. I really do. But I'm happy that Mark Briscoe won.
Oh, dude, I love Mark Briscoe, man. Like, you can't get me to boo him, even though people are like, oh, like he supports like the Confederacy. I don't give a fuck.
Whatever.
Shut up, dude. They're from the South. What do you expect, dude? Like, I know, like I saw that tweet. It's like, oh, name one wrestler. I'll tell you like the controversy behind them, and it's fucking like Mark Briscoe, and they show a picture of him with the Confederate shorts with Jay Briscoe. I'm like, first off, it's like y'all are like upset because like Mark Briscoe, obviously he lost Jay, and like he hasn't been getting like his championship run in AEW, and then now you want to bring out a controversy like after he's won the belt. Like, I don't know. That's kind of stupid. I don't think that's a big deal, man. It's, to me, you can't get me to boo him.
Nah, like the stuff that they might be controversial for doesn't nearly outweigh like the other shit that they've, like Brock Lesnar. Like if you like Brock Lesnar, there's no way you should talk shit about Mark Briscoe. Or it's just like
Allegedly.
really? Yeah, allegedly. but it's just like,
Nah,
dude, if you
yeah.
don't mind those controversies, this is nothing. This is like a drop in the bucket compared to the allegations against Brock Lesnar and other
Dude,
wrestlers.
I know,
even.
man. It's like people are just picking and choosing at this point.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's kind of
splitting hairs.
yeah, exactly, man, exactly. But we got a video here of Orange Cassidy gifts gift to Mark Briscoe after his victory at Full Gear.
And guess what he gives him? Let's see what he gives him.
What's up, buddy? This is from the conglomeration. Wow! Thank you, man. You take this one. This is incredible.
That's a sick looking belt.
Dude, how are you gonna get me to boo that, man? Like I'm laughing my ass off, you know? Dude, that so for audio listeners, Orange Cassidy comes into the picture and he gives a brand new TNT custom championship belt to Mark Briscoe. It's blue camo. It's blue camo because he got the 200 headshots in Call of Duty. Dude, and it's just so funny because Mark Briscoe's face is just covered in blood. He's like, "Wow!"
with his teeth missing.
He's just like smiling, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, yes, that's like fuck yeah, man. But that belt looks badass.
It does look badass, but I'm also like just another excuse for them. They're keeping that belt maker in business, like so
Dude.
single handedly.
Good for him, dude. I hope he's getting his money's worth, man. But continuing on, but yes, like to end off on that note, congrats to Mark Briscoe. I wonder what's gonna happen with Kyle Fletcher. Maybe like next to the World Championship. Maybe.
I mean, get him up there. I think he's a good heel. I just hate how he's kind of being wasted. He's not being wasted, but in the Don Callis family, it's like, dude, you're just bored. It's just like the NWO, like in the
like everyone's in it now.
Yeah, at the end of their life, the NWO, we're just like, there's too many people.
The next match here is Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's Championship. A couple of highlights here is that there was a gnarly Blue Thunder Bomb given from Statlander to Mercedes Moné to the outside. She also does like a second rope gut buster. Like she has Mercedes Moné on her shoulders, jumps off the fucking top or jumps off the rope and just like sticks her knee out, fucking cool. And it's like Mercedes Moné is tiny, so it looked like it fucking hurt, you know. Mercedes Moné goes for the 3 amigos, but does 14 of them instead. Mercedes Moné does a gnarly Meteora to the outside.
How long did that take to do 14 of them?
Dude, honestly, that's a feat of endurance right there, man. Like that's impressive.
Like I can understand when Claudio does his swing, he can do like 14 revolutions pretty quickly. You know, that's like okay, that sounds like a lot, but it's not too bad. Or the fucking Sheamus with his beats of the drum or whatever.
The pa, pa,
yeah,
pa.
That's fine. 14 suplexes. That's gotta take a while to do.
I would say like a minute and a half, maybe. Maybe, but that's still pretty impressive, man.
No, it's impressive. No, I'm not like talking shit about how impressive it is. It's just like I just imagine the crowd's like 11, 12, and it just keeps going, you know.
13 hard cuts, 36.
Yeah.
37. Like they're just getting winded, like going back and forth.
Someone goes to the restroom, comes back, it's still going on and shit.
76. So the other notes I have here is that Statlander does a Bailey to belly to Mercedes Moné, but Moné kicks out. And check this out. Chris Statlander beats Mercedes Moné and she retains the AEW Women's Championship.
I don't believe it. I
don't believe it either. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Man,
I was for sure like, please don't let her win. Please don't let Mercedes win.
And like the universe heard us, man. It was fantastic. We spoke it into existence. Lastly here, I think I got. Oh wait, no. I'm so sorry. Before the women's match, there was the trios match, which is Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express, which is Luchasaurus and Jungle Jack Perry, versus the Young Bucks, Nick Mac Jackson versus Josh Alexander. It's the trios match for $1 million.
All right.
I think this match was sponsored because the Young Bucks had a crazy entrance that looked like the Wheel of Fortune. It looked pretty sick. There's not a lot of notes I had here, just only for the end of the match, that the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander win, and they got the $1 million, whatever. The Young Bucks were about to walk out with Don Callis because they had the money, and the Don Callis family runs in and they start beating the fuck out of Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. And like the Young Bucks are just there, like, because they were like teasing like a face turn, like for the longest time.
Yeah.
They're just kind of like looking back and forth. They fucking throw the money down. They go in to make the save for Kenny Omega. They throw out all the Don Callis family, and Don Callis is just there on that. What's going on? I'm a sexual harasser. Like kind of like that. Weird that he would say that out loud. Like, he's just out of himself. But yeah, so the Young Bucks make the save. Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks embrace each other. The Elite are back together, which honestly, peak. It's peak, man. I like the Elite. It just sucks that we talk about it quite a bit, that everything got tainted with like the whole CM Punk drama.
Oh yeah.
Like like for the longest time, man, like we would just fucking cringe at scapegoat Jack Perry, or like the EVP's Young Bucks. It's like, man, like it's kind of cringe that they embrace that negativity to make into characters, but it's like it kind of really affected the company for like a while, and it just makes me happy that the company is bouncing back, like kind of booking smaller venues for like the regular shows, but bigger venues for like the main event shows, which how it should be.
Yeah.
And then it's just like they're going back to like what they're good at, which is like the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks together, Jurassic Express is together, but like Jack Perry isn't really embracing Jungle Boy, like he's sticking to like Jack Perry, and like I just like seeing Luchasaurus like just doing good, like he's always been badass, But yeah, that was for that trios match, and then finally here for the main event, it was Hangman Adam Page versus Samoa Joe in a steel cage match for the AEW World Championship. Both men are fucking bleeding buckets, right? And so for this match, so Kyle O'Reilly, John Moxley, Mark Briscoe, I think Kyle Fletcher. There was somebody else that bled like fucking crazy.
Not Darby.
I don't think it was Darby. I feel like it had to have been Darby Allin.
I feel like he would just bleed for just any reason he can, but I don't know.
But I read somewhere that that Adam Page and Samoa Joe were the 6th and 7th men on the show to bleed. And it's like, I hope like they get tested. I hope they get tested, because that's what makes it say. I don't want anyone to get hepatitis or anything.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Both men are bleeding buckets. The referee gets knocked out. Page can't get the count, right? He does the dead eye. He does the buckshot lariat. He cannot get the pin. I'm trying to think. Oh, like the ops try to interfere, I think, if I remember correctly. But in the match, Hook comes out and he enters the ring because the cage is open. And he's trying to wake up the ref, like, hey, ref, like, you need to get up. Come on, like, you need to make the pin. He picks up the belt and knocks Adam Page out with the belt. And, like, shock turn, like, Hook turns heel. He's wearing a jacket. He opens it up, and he has the fucking, the dojo shirt on. Like, so he never left the ops. Wow. Never left the ops.
What
so,
a twist.
Man, get Samoa Joe, Hook, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Shibata. That's kind of unbeatable right there, man.
Yeah.
So with the help of Hook, Samoa Joe gets up, does the muscle buster onto the belt to Adam Page. Samoa Joe is the new AEW World Champion. The first time since 2008 that Samoa Joe and CM Punk are both holding the main belts in their respective companies. So at the end, the dojo come in and they're like trying to like take out Adam Page, and the lights go out. It's like a new song. Fucking Prince Nana comes out, Swerve's back.
Damn.
Dude, and he's beating up these dojo goons like if he's Batman in Arkham Asylum. Like he's beating the fucking shit out of them. So the show ends with Swerve and Hangman standing in the ring, staring at Samoa Joe and the Ops, and the camera cuts to black.
Pretty good ending. No, it might have been worth the $40 then, maybe.
I'll pay $40 for Swerve Strickland, you know, for the Ops too. Dude, that's pretty good. What a good ending. What a good ending. And I think someone said too, like a few years ago was when Adam Page and Swerve had their first Texas Death match. When Swerve Strickland won, I was like, dude, that was like 2 years ago. That's crazy. I remember seeing that on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember me and my wife watching fucking Adam Page drinking the blood and spitting it out, and we're just like, I hope he gets tested.
I remember that. Yeah, it was pretty rowdy.
But
ugh.
I know, just like, you sure, bud? You sure you want to do that, bud?
You sure you wouldn't mind your own race? At least prefer it.
But that was Full Gear, which seems like a pretty solid show, man. It's like it just makes me sad seeing these highlights because I'm like, dude, that actually sounds like a good show. Like I wish I would have seen it, but I mean, it is what it is, man. I'll catch the replay like maybe down the road or something.
No, I like that. Mark Briscoe won. Ricochet, as much as I don't like him, I think that's the whole point. So I'm like that he's holding gold, even though the belt's like redundant, a national title.
The Elite got back together. Statlander retained.
That's good.
Kyle O'Reilly won. Samoa Joe's the new champion. Swerve came back. Like, what a packed show, honestly.
I actually preferred Samoa Joe over Hangman, but I don't know about it. Is Samoa Joe a heel or like a
he is a heel.
He's a heel?
He's a heel now because when they first fought each other, he was like the in-betweener, like still a face, but he got the Ops to attack Hangman. That's when they fully turned heel.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't get me to boo the Ops, man.
Nah,
man.
That's like the way the Blackpool Combat Club or whatever should have been, you know? Like
I think that's how they were, but instead they became the Death Riders, and I'm like, oh, they got Wheeler Yuta. That kind of ruined it. I don't know. That's just me personally, man. But I wonder what's gonna happen with the Death Riders. I feel like Claudio might be taking over.
I don't know. I kind of hope they break up because if you have the Ops and the Death Riders, it's kind of redundant. But then also like the Ops is just so much more powerful. This sounds like the NWO and the NWO Wolfpack. Like one's cooler than the other one, even though they're kind of the same.
One's cooler and the other one's the Wolfpack.
I don't know. Like it just seems redundant to have that, and I think Pac and Claudio. I think all the people on there besides Wheeler Yuta deserve to have their own like single shot. You know.
Ah, dude, 100%, man. And Daniel Garcia too. Like I like Daniel Garcia.
I do.
He's
I like
badass.
him too. I do like.
Yeah,
him.
it's like I liked. I mean, it's kind of at first I was like, I don't like how he joined the Death Riders because it's like, man, like I just want the Death Riders bullshit to like end already. But the more it kind of grew on me as like time went on. But yeah, no, it was a pretty solid show. That was Full Gear.
That was Full Gear. Oh, here we go. Yeah, no, that was Full Gear. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, it sure was. We don't really have a lot of news here, but I think it's just like a couple things we got here, right, to talk about like that happened during the week.
Let me see what I got here. What is this? Hold on. Oh yeah,
I had a bubble in my throat. Oh my god.
Speaking of what we were going to talk about next, here's a little botch.
Uh-oh.
Take a look at. Let's see.
Oh, I saw
Did
this.
you see this one? She
Oh
fucking
my god.
dude, she looks ready to take it with her body, but then her face, the chick just like smacks the shit out of her face with the boot.
I don't know if you saw it, but when she smacked her face with the boot, like her head, like her forehead just starts to welt up, like swollen
Does it?
immediately. Yeah,
Oh.
audio listener. It's like I guess they're fighting like in Vegas, like on Fremont.
Was this
And
women of wrestling or what? Wow.
yeah, Women of Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And like this performer, she's doing like she's on the second rope, and I'm assuming she's trying to do like a spinning leg drop.
Like
Or
a 360 leg drop or
or
something.
like a spinning like senton or something.
Uh-huh.
But the way she spinned, like the lady that's on her back, like ready to take the impact, she's like covering, like, you know, tensing up, but the other performer's foot clocks her on her forehead and goes for the pin. And in the video, I think it's better if you see the video like on your phone,
Mhm.
but you can just see her forehead just immediately start to welt up, like for getting swollen.
I just like the end too when the ref like doesn't even count. She's just checking on the chick watching.
Dude. Dude, did you see her forehead there?
No,
like-
was it all fucking? Ooh, yeah, I do see it. Oh,
Yes, man.
Oh,
You just see
dude.
like I hope
Yeah.
she's okay.
I'm sure she's fine, but yeah, right there it does look fucking bad, and it's just funny how the ref like doesn't count, and then
Oh,
both of
man.
the chick pinning her and the ref are like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you okay?" And it's like, "No shit, I'm not okay."
Well, nah,
And
shit,
you-
okay. You fucking decked me with your fucking foot.
right with the heel of your boot.
Oh man, the shit was fucking wild. I hope she's okay. But yeah, what a botch, man. That was bad.
Fucking women. No. We
Women of wrestling.
Speaking of women, this news you sent me here, Ricky Steamboat says he didn't care for the women's blood and guts match. Too much went on it. Quote, God bless those girls that was in that match, but I didn't care for it. I don't know if it was just too much. I thought personally, I don't know that they had 16 girls in there or something like that. There's just too much going on. Over in this one corner, two girls are doing something, two or three girls doing something in the middle of the ring. Then you go to the other ring and two or three girls are doing something. You couldn't focus on anything because there was just so much going on. And for me, it's hard to react via some sort of interview. What do you think about this sexist pig saying these remarks?
The one thing that fucking pisses me the fuck off is when a legend of the game gives proper criticism of a match for the sickos. You know? That pisses me the fuck off. You fucking Mark. Is WWE paying him to
Obviously, he's in the Fed's pocket.
Your Fed's pocket, the bootlicker. Dude, it's proper criticism. Like, and I feel like with Blood and Guts and War Games, like they're two separate entities. And I feel like he gives a good example on like why the two are different. Because like how we were watching Blood and Guts to review it last week, that just so much was fucking happening. And it's like the cameras couldn't fucking cut to everything else, but you would hear fans react like, oh, and then it would cut to the camera, but it was already too late, you know? Like, just so much was fucking going on. And I think with the women's match, there was more women in there than the men's.
Maybe
Blood and
like
Guts.
one or two more women.
Yeah, cause I think it was 6-on-6 and the other one was 5-on-5.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, it's just a lot. It was a lot. Like the women really showed out, but it's like I felt like it was proper criticism from, you know, Steamboat here, like that. I don't know. Maybe they could kind of like take that criticism and make it constructive. Like that's what I would hope for, instead of like I'd be like, oh fuck Ricky Steamboat. It's like, dude, he's one of the best to ever fucking do it, you know?
To me though, like in the way the interviewer or the way the post is trying to make it seem like is that he's only calling out the women's match, which just makes me laugh because it makes him sound like sexist. Just the man, the women had too much going on there, and it's like, okay, Mr. Steamboat, have you not seen like all the other like anarchy in the UK or anarchy in the arena when there's literally like all this shit going on and no one can understand. Like, obviously, he's never watched any of the other matches but this one first, and it's just like, I don't know. I hear that criticism and I'm like, is this your first time ever watching AEW? Because they do this all the time. Not just the women, which that's what the post is making it sound like. Because I'm sure you could argue the men's blood and guts match was just as fucking chaotic. If not, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, like some of the comments I'm reading here, it says watching Blood and Guts at home is much better than trying to watch it in person because the cameraman will focus on specific spots that are deemed important. To say you don't care for the women's match for that reason, but don't mind it if it's a man's actually is extremely hypocritical. But it's like that's what this article's doing. Like
that's what it makes it sound like, is that only the women's match. Like it's not saying, I watched the men's match and it was, A-okay, but the women, and it's just like, nah, you're taking it out of context. I'm sure he did maybe criticize other things, if not said, they were other than that, blah blah. But you could tell like they're trying to fucking do clicks and views on this by making it seem like only the women's match was a mess.
Yeah, no, it's always been like the Blood and Guts, like every match. I mean, not saying like they're bad matches, but it's just too much happening at one time.
But that's what you expect now at those matches. You expect to like, I'll see it on a person's shared video, this other clip later, or they'll show it on a replay or whatever,
And it says here, folks gonna reply acting like they know more about wrestling than Ricky Steamboat. Let's not do that.
Yeah, he's a fair, like, I'll hear his criticism and I'll like take it seriously, like pretty much,
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, what a misogynistic pig.
That's what I immediately thought when I heard this. I was all, whoa, just the women? Calm down, sir.
Man, they got you. You almost got.
That's I immediately believe anything I read on Twitter without reading the context that it was in.
It's like, what are you talking about? I watch Fox News.
Yeah, no, I love Titus.
Whatever his name is.
I don't remember Tyrus. But yeah, Ricky Steamboat. He's sexist.
Sexist pig.
Allegedly. Wait, I think I have it here. Hold on.
Come on out, you rapist! Wow.
Allegedly.
Wow.
Oh, wow. I love that one so much. Come out here, you rapist! Wow.
Next year on the news, you sent me here, and this is some good news, I think. Chad Gable is expected to be at the WWE Performance Center this week to work towards his return to the ring via PW Insider Elite. What do you think about that?
What's he gonna do when he comes back?
I don't know. I wonder what kind of angle that might be. Like, is he gonna just be like, "Nah, I was never El Grande Americano," or fucking say, "Nah, I was the original"? Like, I don't know. Without breaking kayfabe, I don't know.
Yeah, and it's like, is he gonna? What is it? American Made? Is that the name of the team? Like him with the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile?
Yeah.
Wherever they're at, I don't know where the fuck they're at.
I mean, it'd be fun to see him try to. It'd be funny to see him try to reclaim it from Ludwig Kaiser, but Kaiser's been fucking making the fucking role, putting it over so much. It's just like, man, you can just keep it. You're doing it way more than I would have done.
Doing a great job, man. Yeah. It's like you're fucking
crazy,
getting views, making the bucks, man. And then he has a Latina now. You know, like he and he speaks Spanish like fluently. That's amazing, dude. He has it all.
That trips me up so much that it's like, just give it to Kaiser, and then it just changes his life completely. Like, holy shit, this is what I was made
yes,
for this role.
I know. This is my role way.
Fucking meets a new girlfriend that way. That's like
Dude, that's
just as hot
crazy.
as his last girlfriend. Like,
And
like,
his last girlfriend was Tiffany Stratton. Like,
fuck,
dude, you're crazy. You're winning at life, man.
Holy shit.
But I hope Chad Gable comes back healthy. I hope he's put into a proper program where he could just like showcase his best abilities, because he's just, I mean, we talk about him all the time. We love Chad Gable around here.
All the
man.
time. Like, I think he's fucking great. He's so fucking great.
Hell fucking yeah, man. So hopefully he comes back 100%.
It'd be funny if he started feuding with himself, like with El Grande Americano.
Or like he'll call himself El Venti Latte, right? Or something like that. I don't know. Or Vanilla Bean Frappuccino.
Dude,
That'd be funny.
They could literally. I just hope they bring him back and do him justice. I hope so.
Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed.
We'll see. We will see. That's what else do I have here? Oh, I have this last. Let me see, botch here.
Oh no! Into the birdcage of doom.
You ready the birdcage? Oh God! No way! No way! No way! Oh no! Oh, Jesus fuck!
Oh,
Jesus Christ! And listen to these fans; they are absolutely.
that's so
Just-
terrible.
Oh, that just makes me think of that dude who got like hip tossed into that one light tube
Yeah.
and it stabbed his arm.
Because it was at
remember
that
that?
angle. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I don't get death matches. I
Dude.
never liked CZW. Like, I don't like Combat Zone Wrestling just because it's mainly this. Like, God, I'm glad it didn't go worse. I guess
That's all you can really say.
that's all I can say, dude.
Dude, I just don't understand how you can, well, for one, like do the light bulb spot like without getting cut, for one, because it's just like it'd be amazing if you didn't get cut. Two, all that little tiny glass flying around, how you don't get it in your eye or anywhere else.
Isn't it bad to like smell it?
Well,
right?
that's what I was thinking too. Like all that fluorescent powder that comes out of it, I just feel like that would be like toxic to breathe in, or it'd be like breathing in glass or something. I have no idea.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't.
So I
get
remember
it.
being at Home Depot and stocking the light bulbs, and I'd be scared to stock them because I'd be worried that maybe one of them came in like
broken or jagged.
more prone to popping because
Mhm.
they just pop. They pop really easily if you handle them incorrectly.
Oh
And
man,
I don't know. I see this. I'm like, dude, how do you? It's fucking terrible. This is terrible.
I don't know. Don't use light tubes when you're out wrestling. I hope those kids don't use light tubes or anything. That's the one thing I'm worried about.
Yeah, and that's when I saw those kids, and I'm like, this isn't so bad. It could be way worse. They could be doing this, the light bulb shit, or fucking going on people's cars, or weed eaters, whatever the fuck they do. Fuck that.
Yeah. But no, I guess now we'll go into talk about the film that we just watched this week. And like we said at the beginning, that was the Raven documentary, Nevermore, The Raven Effect.
Yeah, which is available on Amazon to rent for $4.99.
$4.99, yeah, for about $5. But
not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. But what did you think of the documentary, like, before we jump into it, I guess?
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about it earlier, and I feel like it was worth the $5 for one. And then another thing, I learned a lot of stuff about Raven that I didn't know. I guess it's the whole point of the documentary. But then it kind of turned into, halfway through it, almost an ECW documentary, because I guess he was a big part of ECW, which I didn't really, I knew that, but I don't really watch or know a lot about ECW to give my like thoughts on that,
Yeah. Nah, definitely. Like, I think you'll probably laugh at this because when I was reading like the synopsis here, and I'll read it for the audio listeners. It says, "Quote: Wrestling is a brutal business," says Billy Corgan, and I roll my eyes. I'm like, oh my god, they got him in this shit.
He was the first person on the film. Like,
I know my first note here is this: Billy Corgan comes on the screen, and I immediately want to turn this shit off.
you don't like him, or you just like his face, or
Which
what?
I don't like Smashing Pumpkins. I don't like his face.
I don't like Smashing Pumpkins either. I've never liked their music, but I don't mind him. But he does have an ugly face body to him. But he seems like a nice dude. He seems like a nice dude.
I feel like he is like the human version. His head reminds me of like a human version of a jack-o'-lantern. Does that make sense? Not the fact I want to smash it, but it just looks weird. Like, I don't know. I just never liked Billy Corgan. I never cared for Smashing Pumpkins either. But yeah, I was like, man, Billy Corgan. But real quick, like, I do have notes on the movie, but I do have a list of the interviewees, the people interviewed. From the order that I saw was they had a lot of people that they interviewed as well. Which obviously Raven, Billy Corgan, Chris Jericho, Blue Meanie, Tommy Dreamer, Chad Daimani, Lodi. They interviewed his sisters, his partner, his brothers, and close friends. RVD, in parentheses, with the naked pillowcase of his wife.
All that.
Perry Saturn, Bubba Ray Dudley, Sammy Callahan, D'Lo Brown, Buff Bagwell, Brian Myers, Scott D'Amore, and Shane Douglas. And as far as like cameos in the movie where they just appeared but they didn't interview them, Sabu, Vampiro, well, they had Sandman in the movie, Kevin Thorne, Jerry Lawler, JBL, Jacob Fatu.
That was crazy when we saw him.
And Moose. They were all featured in the film as well. And exactly like you said at the beginning, like it started off talking about Raven, like his life and everything. And then about halfway, 3/4 in, it just started talking about like ECW, like in general, which when I first saw this movie, I was like, oh, okay, like how long is this film? I was like, 2 hours. I was like, there's no way like it's 2 hours like for a Raven documentary. Nothing against him, but it's like, I was like, how the fuck did they stretch this out to 2 hours? And it's when they started talking about ECW.
For sure.
Like they could have easily cut that shit out because it started talking about like Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, RVD a little bit, Paul Heyman or Paulie, because it was like he was Paulie Dangerously back then. Paul, like there was a speech at the beginning, like from back then when they were about to perform at the 2300 arena, or the ECW arena, I guess that's what they called it. And Paul Heyman's giving the speech, and it's like, oh, like we're here, we're fucking do our best, whatever, and like everyone's clapping and everything. I put Paul Heyman's speech made me realize how he ripped off so many people because it's like how like nobody had like insurance, that he fucking undermined a lot of people, which is like why they left. Like I think that was one of the reasons why RVD left, why Raven left. But it's like, oh, you sold out. I was like, man, dude, I just want to make fucking money. You know, like I'm just not getting paid. Raven's talking about himself, and he's talking about Dusty Rhodes, like seeing Dusty Rhodes like back then, like with his dad, and it's just crazy seeing old footage of Dusty Rhodes and like how fluid he moves. You know, like he looks like a waterbender, like just like moving around. It's crazy.
No, it was cool to see, like. And I learned a lot about Raven and how he was, how we were talking about how he was employed by WWF, and he was basically like Shane McMahon's really good friend, and he would be talking to Vince McMahon. He was real cool with him, and but Vince McMahon never wanted him to wrestle. He just wanted him to be like a manager or a commentator, and apparently it got to the point where he resigned from that WWF job by and saying like, nah, I want to wrestle, that's what I want to do. And it was just interesting to see, like, man, he kind of had it made because he was making what in the 90s, like 6 figures. He had health insurance with WWF.
That's like taboo for WWE.
Yeah.
Right? To even have health insurance.
That's like whenever he said that, I was like, what? They actually have health insurance?
And he left, like, just to go back to wrestling.
Yeah.
So I put that Raven was in a fraternity, which was kind of mind blowing to me because they were showing you pictures of him, and it's not like he really had. I don't want to say like a tough childhood, like he didn't have one.
No,
it wasn't pictured that way. But they talked about like the relationship between like his mom and his dad, and he's like his mom should have never been a mom. I think that's what he has said, and that his dad was just like a workaholic, like working 16-hour days, like 12 hours in person and then 4 hours at home, and just sleep for like 6 hours and go just do it every day, But it showed like him growing up, and I put the list of accolades that he had. Like he graduated with the highest of honors. He was part of the Marines, which I didn't even know that. He joined a fraternity. He was a musclehead. He became a stripper. He was a party goer. I think that was the main thing that really freaked me out. Well, not freaked me out, but that he was in a fraternity. But I felt like that was a gateway to like doing all the drugs that they did. So I put that. He admitted to like obviously doing steroids, but like as like the documentary went on, like it interviewed like Sandman, the guys from ECW, and they talked about how they did somas, Oxycontin, opiates, drink alcohol, they did perks, cocaine, and painkillers. And like they would just talk about how they'll pop like 25 at a time. I was like, how the fuck are y'all still alive? Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, straight up. I think I'd take, with the pills I have now that are supposed to calm me down, take maybe 2, and that's like, whoa, that's too many. Like I'm a fucking vegetable now,
Dude, yes, and it's like, dude, I'll take like 2 painkillers and my kidneys are hurting. It's like I'm not a human being, I guess. As it went on, like the story went on, it talked about like his time, like in ECW. I put here, the more he talks about himself, I realized that he contradicts a lot. Or like, because he'll say something like, yeah, I can do it this way, but I think you should do it this way. But it's really up to you. Like that was just like the main thing of like this whole thing. I think there was a couple of quotes here that I had. It was a quote when he was first doing the Raven persona, right? And it says, when I was 7 years old, I came home from school with an A-. Then my dad beat the crap out of me. Like, and I was like, hell yeah. And then when he was Scotty Flamingo, right? Scotty Flamingo, that was like the character that he portrayed in WWF when he first worked as like a producer, like a backstage commentator. So he became a big celebrity, like doing commercials for his local town. And I think he did one for like the local or like the local car dealership, I think, or like furniture store. And the quote was, I won't suplex your son, I won't pile drive your dog, and I won't date your daughter. Come on by. So
I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I just like whenever I first saw the thing of this documentary, and then the fact that it was about Raven, I was like, man, this is gonna be dark, like Dark Side of the Ring. But like,
I thought so too.
Yeah, but like really dark because it's Raven, and this and that. And it was just kind of like, oh yeah, my parents, they didn't really love me, but they were there for me. And oh yeah, I had wrestling pretty fun, like I wanted to grow up to be a wrestler, and that's what I did. It's just like, what? Like, I don't know. It just seemed way more positive compared to the ones we've seen or talked about where, the Dark Side of the Ring were, broken homes and trying just barely to make it and this and that, and then you blow up for a little bit and then it just stops your popularity,
Yeah, and it's like I feel like with these documentaries too, like when you hear about like drug abuse, like it's like Dark Side of the Ring, it takes like a dark turn, like where like somebody dies, but like, oh yeah, we did drugs all the time, like we lost like 30 guys like over the past few years, but it's like, we did opiates. I'm like, I don't know, like I think it's kind of weird, like glorifying it in a little bit. I'm like, I feel like that's a bad message to send.
Yeah.
But I mean, to each their own. It's Raven. Like it's a documentary, I guess. another note that I have here was when they were talking about his time in ECW. Was I don't know if you remember or not ECW when he was still like Scotty Flamingo, like building his way up. That he had a valet named Ginger. And his quote was that Ginger was his valet and a whore who was doing crack at his coke dealer's crack house. And they just decided to bring her on TV, yes. And like they just did a bunch of stuff. And it's funny because like I think so as like his time in ECW went on, they talk about this woman named Beulah McGillicuddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and quote, she was a fat girl at summer camp who became a penthouse pet, right? And supposedly she was dating Tommy Dreamer, but now she fell in love with Raven, hence their feud together at fucking like at ECW, right? So they try to do a pregnancy angle, right? Where it's like, oh, like I'm pregnant. Hey, Raven's quote, "You're pregnant? What are you, stupid?"
And whenever they were going, it's not yours, Raven. And then he starts beating up Tommy Dreamer. It's not his either. And they're like, well, whose is it? And Blue Meanie's the only one left in the ring.
Yeah, he's just there. Yeah, he's beating the shit out of Stevie Richards. It's like, it's not his either. And Blue Meanie's like,
it's just like Stevie. It's just like Stevie Richards was not available to comment because he wouldn't return our calls or something.
Yeah, he wouldn't return. I think he said that he hated Raven. I think that's what he was saying. He's like, Stevie Richards would not return our calls.
Declined to be interviewed. He will not return our calls.
So, Lacey, to continue on with that feud, Tommy Dreamer was explaining how he was bad at blading. So he asked Raven to blade him, and that Raven never bladed either. Yeah. But that, you just like the jig, you just kind of twist it and it like bleeds, but he cut him from like forehead, like,
from coast to coast, as they say.
Coast to coast, yes.
Yeah.
And like they show the dude, and Tommy Dreamer's bleeding a lot. And then like while he's bleeding, like Raven's beating the fucking shit out of him. And I thought it was so funny because they handcuffed Tommy Dreamer to the ropes, kind of like in a crucifixion. Right? Pose that he fucking just banged him once, like with the chair, but like really fucking got him. And even fucking Raven says here, I got him with the chair and I hope I didn't hurt him. Meanwhile, Tommy Dreamer is bleeding like a motherfucker. He's like, man, I hope I didn't hurt him.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Like, yeah, I think we did too much. People were throwing up in the audience and Tommy Dreamer was slipping on his own blood with how much blood it was.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh, I hope I didn't hurt him. And that supposedly, like, later in the feud, like, Tommy Dreamer's like, oh, I'm going to hit you in the chair. He's all, no, you're not going to hit me a bunch of times. And then he's like, motherfucker, like, you hit me a bunch of fucking times, like, here, whatever. They're like, oh, I'll let you hit me 10 times back here, but when we go out there, you're only going to hit me once. And I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
But when he hit him pretty rowdy too. That one hit on the.
He's like, you're gonna. Yeah, he's like, you're gonna hit me once. I'm gonna sell it. And people are gonna go crazy. Like, you're just gonna hit me once, and crowds are gonna love it. And but he fucking knocks them all crazy. Like,
yeah,
Gah!
That was a rowdy chair shot.
So like, as that like went on, I was just like, man, like just seeing all those chair shots, like really made me. So I don't know if you remember, but for some reason in that feud as well, they did like the LGBT angle that they said the lesbians, but like Tommy Dreamer's making out with the both of them, and he's like, "Yeah, we're the first company to do a LGBTQ." His quote LGBTQ angle, right? And I'm just like, dude, you're doing a threesome. Like, I don't know if that's LGBT, like a proper representation of it. But that shit really like cringed me out a little bit. Like, oh, like we're the first ones to do it. It's just him.
We were ahead of the times, and it's like, nah, you were just horny.
Yeah, y'all just fucking horny as fuck, man. I don't know about that. They said nobody was tested for AIDS with how much blood was bled. They showed a headshot compilation, and that was like really hard to watch. They started talking about how like a lot of or like he had developed aphasia. I think that's what his girlfriend has said, where like he was struggling to like say words, like he would just slur a lot, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like that's from the brain damage." I'm like, just to like casually like talk about it. I was like, oh, it was kind of sad to see. Um, and then it led to the feud with Sadman, but Sadman brought in his son and his wife into the feud, and I was like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I think just like the '90s aesthetics, like the VHS camera was kind of making it a little bit more eerie. So I was like, I don't know about that. I was like, whatever, I guess. But I know they were gonna put Sandman on a crucifix, right? And what was it? I have it here. Oh, the Sandman angle, and then he goes, "I'm gonna build a crucifix. I'm gonna put you on it." And then Sandman goes, "I love it. I'll build the crucifix." And it says here, like after they put him up on the crucifix, Raven's quote word for word, because I thought it was fucking funny. It says, quote, "Why are you crucifying Sandman? And it's only because you're Jewish. Why don't you use the Jewish star? Because it would roll away."
Yeah. He just has like an answer to it already. Duh,
Dude,
it would roll away.
It would roll away. And I think that was the night that they said that Kurt Angle was there in person and that he left. He's like, yeah, Kurt Angle got upset about it for some reason. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, a lot of people got upset for some reason, dude.
And then he's like, well, WWE did it, a couple of weeks later, but I mean, it wasn't really a crucifix. It was more like a ankh or something. I guess they.
That's what they talked about, like Sandman almost dying. They talked about how WWE was steal a lot from ECW. And do you remember what they said about the Rhino? The Rhino that they would do at the hotels?
Oh my god, yeah, with the dildo and the slip and slide and all that.
And he was like, "Yeah, we'll put a dildo on her slip and slide. There'll be a woman like with the legs open on the other side." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. That's cool, I guess."
Oh, you mean sexual assault? That's
Yeah,
what you're talking about, right?
Dude, and then what he was showing his collection, right? I don't know if you remember him showing the N64 game, the WCW Revenge or NWO Revenge. That's me on the cover with Hogan, Hall, and Nash. And my buddies thought I sucked a dick for it. Nope, I was able to get on there without sucking a dick.
Hey, cool, man. You don't need to. That's cool.
And then not the last thing, but another thing I have here is when he was talking about like his results that he read, where it's like he has it's like that, not a disorder, but he was diagnosed with
autism.
He's like not autism, but like he's like obsessed with himself.
Oh yeah, where he has oh my god, narcissistic disorder or something.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah,
but like he's reading the list, and then he goes, "My ADD kicked in. Now I'm bored of reading this," and then he just puts the paper back in his pocket. Yeah. Then like they would just talk about how a bunch of like performers died over the years because of like drug abuse, and then he said like I think one of his friends said that they would show up to the funerals high as fuck, and like they would feel bad, but like, man, he just wasn't a good drug addict. I was like, that's kind of ugly to say, man. I was like, son of a bitch. And like the way they were like presenting it was very like up, I guess. Like not like to be like a downer or anything. But in the end, Raven was finally talking about how he was able to get cleaned up and seeking the proper help, like for his like his mental state. He said when his father passed away, it felt like he finally became an adult, fighting for his dad's approval until he was 35, which kind of hurt to hear. But he said he could finally like just like relax and like be himself, not uptight anymore. And now I guess he's just doing stuff for like MLW and TNA, I guess, like cameos here and there. Pretty much that's all I really have for the documentary.
Yeah, no, I was the same way too. Where like I said, it felt more like it was Raven halfway and then ECW more, and it was interesting. And then to see, I don't know, it just made me like I thought Raven was a lot cooler. I guess as a kid, and I still had that mentality. And then I watched this, and I'm like, oh, he was, I don't know, he wasn't that cool. That's all I really got from it. But
Yeah, no.
he was a lot smarter than I thought he was as far as like backstage stuff, you know.
Yeah, I think it's cool seeing like the backstage production in another company, like for like TNA or MLW. It's interesting to see it that way because we're always used to seeing like Unreal or just like YouTube videos of them backstage, like hanging out, like YouTube channels and shit. Like it was just different, you know?
Yeah, no, it was a good watch. It wasn't like I don't know. Yeah, like you said, it was long. Where you're like, what the fuck? Why is this so long? That's about it. That's the only criticism I give is like I don't think it need to be that long. Could have just been a Dark Side of the Ring, 1 hour with commercials. That's
No,
it.
yeah, for sure. It's like, but I mean, it was a decent watch.
Yeah, it was cool. It's Raven.
It's Raven. That was Nevermore.
That was Nevermore the Raven effect.
Yes, sir. We did it.
We did it and did another episode. That's all kayfabe, guys. Another episode. I want to thank you all for listening, watching, reading, reviewing, sharing, commenting, all their stuff. And thank the great Gabe for being here. It's always fun. What do you want to say to people, Gabe?
Nothing much. Just going off of what you just said right now. Thank y'all for liking, commenting, subscribing. Hit that notification bell on YouTube. We release new episodes at 5 p.m. Central on Mondays. Go show us some love by buying some merch at sigma.com/that's all funny. And go check us out every podcast platform, wherever y'all get your podcast needs. We are on there.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Gabe, for being here. Thank everyone for listening. We'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.